Oh, it automatically does it?
We're in trouble if I'm in the ITC, tell you that right now.
I don't know if you have that or not.
Okay.
I do have that. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, there it is, okay.
Yeah, their audio on or muted.
Yeah, it's recording. I don't know what time it is though.
It's right, 7:01. I think it was exactly 7 when it said,
My clock says 7 PM, call the meeting to order. See, I'm already online.
So if you all, and then I moderate up till we organize. So this is the long range master plan oversight committee, so for roll call, we have a member from the select board, Dina Favreau,
Yeah.
member from the planning board, Tony Benedetto,
Present.
and member from finance committee, Mary McBride.
Present.
We have two vacancies from the school committee and moderators appointment. And organization,
they have not been appointed yet, either of them,
there are no
to your knowledge.
applications or appointments made that I'm aware
Okay. Me,
Weren't we told, school committee wasn't even meeting till August,
of. Exactly.
so, and planning board kind of wanted to get moving on this, so. we Didn't want to wait till August.
Got a quorum here, and the big task is very technical in nature, it's not policy setting. For organization, I know it's a small committee, so rather than the full chair, vice chair, secretary, maybe just one person to chair and run it. That's how other small committees have done it, but you guys are.
That's fine. Who then does the minutes?
Okay.
I don't want to be chairman, just gonna put it out there.
and I have fought to be chairman before. Oh, no, that was John.
All right,
Yeah,
it
you
sounds
don't-
like you're going to make a nomination.
Who wants it?
I'll take it as planning board rep.
I can do it if you want to. Let's have a contest.
Oh, goodness.
I guess I will say I was on this committee in 2002 when it was our first ever master plan. And it was a heck of a lot of fun. It really was. We did a good job. We really did. All kinds of people belonged to it. We had charrettes. I mean, it was just, and it saddens me that we're really not getting caught up. So I'm thrilled to.
Is that the last time it was updated?
No, that was the first time.
This
First
is
step.
more, this is more about implementation of the current plan.
I think we have to review it every year, 5 years, ending in 5 and 0.
So that's the zoning bylaw.
That's
Okay.
So
And they
in general,
too.
the master plan itself should go through the large public, interactive public process, that's actually the state phrase for it.
Okay.
10 to 15 years is the typical lifespan. Within any given 10 to 15 years, this committee should be updating implementation annually. Hey, what did we get done this year? Town meeting, this is what we got done. Hey, planning board, we really think some amendments should be made to this plan as we go. So those are the types of rules that you guys would operate under. This committee has not been convening for
A long time.
several years,
Mhm.
so your task is very large. And at this point, the planning board is looking at, is it time to do the next big public review? The first step of that is knowing how much did we actually get done? So they're looking to this committee to answer that question.
Well,
And I really just summarized my whole presentation. with
well,
that.
and I was just gonna say, I'd be happy to nominate Anthony Ventresca.
Second,
All those in favor?
I.
All those opposed?
Are you
Okay.
kidding?
No, I'm not.
No, why would
I'm
you?
for
It
you.
makes sense.
Take it for you.
He's the planning board member.
You can vote for yourself.
I know.
So I have a question. How does the long range master plan correlate to the, are they the same, the master plan? Am I thinking of two different things? Or am I thinking
It's two.
two names for the same thing? Okay, all right.
When this committee was first added to the general bylaw, they called it the Long Range Master Plan Oversight Committee.
I see.
That's just
Okay.
the name the bylaw gave you.
Yeah, so
Okay.
basically, we're charged with implementation.
And this
So now,
program,
I guess the first thing I have to do is look at the plan, figure out what's been done and what hasn't been done, and report back.
so what's the next thing on the overview of current master plan?
So, yeah, so, I guess I'm going to. Let's say, review. I went to, like, I mentioned, I don't think you were there, I mentioned, I went to look at, it, like, going to the front page, and when it was printed out. This is worse than finance committee.
Well, I honest to God don't have a copy of it.
Oh,
I was wondering.
you have one of these. She printed out for each of us. It's
Yeah.
not the full thing.
Not
But
full.
Tony's keeping one.
No, this one's mine, has my name.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so these were the, I'm assuming these are the parts that you wanted to review tonight?
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Well, it-
You gotta go,
overall. In 1 second.
I'm not sure.
Maybe these are for other people that we don't have.
Brought a few extras of the.
Thank you. One-sided implementation excerpt.
I'm putting something double sided and one. So. good job.
Okay, thanks.
So table 5.1.
But you can look at the activities on the tablet and promote me.
Um. Oh. Promote you
Should be under attendance.
to panelist? And then. Did it work?
Yeah,
Okay.
came up on the screen, was up on the screen.
Wow.
They always don't happen, but any of my meetings are just everyone waiting on me to click.
Is there anyone on Zoom? that should-
There is, just says Scott, but it doesn't have a last name.
It is a public meeting, no public hearing, so if you were to call in anything, then just make sure you. Verbalize that people should use the raise hand feature on Zoom if they have time to chime in.
You have a little open mic on the agenda, so.
Yeah. So the review of table 5-1, what, do we know what page?
Then we go to the one before that, what will be the current
The
master
state
plan?
behind it.
This one.
Yeah,
There we go. Okay.
that's the yeah, that's the matrix.
Okay.
Mary, do you have this, a copy of this?
Nope.
We're not in the best.
Oh, it is. There it
I
is.
think we're doing
It is.
this one then,
Sorry.
for that
Well, yeah.
overview.
Implementation.
Yeah, that one.
I do have that. Yeah,
That's the fourth thing, the third thing is the master plan review. What we should do now is the master plan. review.
Okay.
Yeah, Since back to the
Sounds good.
suites. Get things going on now. There we go.
All right, so for the master plan review, we're starting off in 2025. I just wanted to start off with what is a master plan? So for you guys and for anyone else who might be interested, they might be watching these recordings later. I just kind of wanted to get it out there for posterity. So per the state law, a master plan shall be a statement through text, maps, illustrations, or other forms of communication that is designed to provide a basis for decision-making regarding the long-term physical development of the municipality. A master plan shall include the following elements created through an interactive public process. And then it goes on to list these 9 items. Now specifically for Billerica, we do hit all 9 of these. Our organization is a little bit different. So for the goals and policy statement, we actually put each of the vision, goals, and action items separately within the other elements, the land use plan, transportation, natural and historic resources, and public facilities. And then at the end of those sections, what I have in purple on this slide is the implementation matrix. So that's where you have in front of you those 2 different documents, so that way you can go straight to the implementation matrix. Other elements are housing, economic development, and open space and recreation. Our town actually keeps those as separate documents. So when you pull up the digital version of the master plan and it's 200 something pages, that's because it includes the housing production plan and the economic development plan within that same document.
Okay.
Open space and recreation is a completely different PDF. So what this committee will be looking at is these 4 elements in green. So as far as the authority and oversight of master plans, state law says that is the planning board that's charged with adoption and updating of the master plan. Then our town's general bylaw creates this oversight committee, which is charged with reviewing the implementation, making annual reports to town meeting, and making suggested amendments. So if you guys see anything that doesn't seem correct, it's not on you to make that update, it's on you to say, hey, planning board, check this out. Planning board then goes through that interactive public process to consider changing.
So we're just making recommendation,
Yes,
we're reviewing, and making what we
Yes.
think should be changed and sending it to them.
absolutely. All right, so your task this year specifically, the planning board is currently considering strategies for updating. They would like to ask the committee to convene and provide the following 2 questions specifically. 1, doing the implementation review. We know it's been a while, it's gonna be a big lift. But how much of this plan has been done and how much is left? And then the second is your recommendation on when they should be updating the plan, and doing that big public outreach. So for the implementation review, you'll review the various sections, you'll use the implementation matrix at the end, which is in section 7, kind of as a working document. And then we'll annotate what actions have been done, haven't been done, some are gonna be ongoing, not a simple check off the list thing. And you might even find that some things are inaccurate or outdated now. So for your suggestion on updating, one of the things to consider is that we are 10 years after the public outreach was done. So it's a 2018 plan, but the public outreach takes a few years to get done. It was done in 2015. So we are now at 10 years. The life cycle is about 10 to 15 years. So it's coming due. Not to mention we've had a global pandemic. Public health has changed. The economy has changed. Different state laws have come down the pipeline in the last decade. So some of this just might not be relevant anymore, or it's outright wrong. If the town has been moving forward with other things that you don't see in the plan or even contradict the plan, that would also be worth flagging. My example is if back in 2015, they said they wanted a nude beach on every single corner on Boston Road. It's not this committee to say that's a stupid idea. That was the public outreach at the time. It's a valid concern. So your task will be measuring how many new beaches did we get zoned for? How many are we working on? Or, oh no, the state law actually banned nude beaches, never mind. All right, so as far as the implementation matrix goes, I just wanted to kind of quickly go over the different goals that you'll see within this whole document. So there's a lot of hard copy pages in front of you. If you look at the digital map, you'll see a lot of pages there. So this just kind of shortens it up. So for the land use element, the specific goals, we're looking at better use of commercial centers and mixed use, utilizing natural resources to improve quality of life, encouraging diversified housing stock for affordability and seniors, and improving the public realms and like sidewalks and parks. And each of those goals has different number of action items that they recommended to get those goals done. For transportation development, there's also 4 goals there. Expanding bicycle and pedestrian facilities, improving public transit, improving traffic flow and connectivity, and improving curb appeal. And again, each of those goals has multiple action items.
Next it says,
I saw. For the public facilities and services section, this slide looks a little odd because the first 4 goals have action items identified. Goal number 5 and goal number 6 did not have any action items. Maybe they thought it spoke for itself, maybe they couldn't think of anything, but that's how it ended up being drafted. So they're looking to develop plans for key public facilities, for key infrastructure, improve maintenance and operations, seek sustainable energy on town properties, continue to provide quality services, and maintain or replace school infrastructure. Then our plan actually splits the natural and cultural into 2 sets. So for natural resources, we want to inventory and publicize resources, preserve and enhance existing resources and acquire more, protect waters from pollution, and enhance flood resilience. For historic resources, they wanted to enhance education side, develop more programs, and adopt the CPA, which
We did.
we did that one. We have to
Yes.
check that one off.
Big check mark right there.
Awesome. So here is an example of what that implementation matrix looks like. So on the left column, you can see the LU number 1. So that'll tell you which element you're looking at, the land use recommendations, the transportation recommendations. Then in the middle, they identified how soon they thought it could get done. Short term, medium, long term. There's also ongoing. So for example, at the bottom, you can just see land use number 3 is continue collaborating with various entities. That's not something that you do once and then you say you're done. You keep doing that. So that's why they checked ongoing. And then over on the third column, they identify responsible parties and stakeholders. So for example, this top one, they thought planning board or the select board could get this done. They identified planning board as the primary responsible party, but either one might be.
So the board would always be the primary.
The bold is always the primary, yeah. And then as far as going through it, there's a total of 65 action items on that table. So I broke down how many action items are each on the screen. As far as how to get through it, I'll leave that to you guys. A few ideas are first to export that matrix into a workable spreadsheet that you can actually annotate within. To divide up these action items amongst yourselves, maybe by sections, and then you could do individual homework, come back to your next meeting and start compiling and discussing there. And we want to check with those responsible parties because we might not know everything that's been done in town. So we might say, all right, select board, you guys go figure that out. DPW, let us know what you've done. And with that, the presentation is over.
So with that comment, you're basically saying we would start reaching out to the department heads and ask them where they are with some of the stuff.
I would expect that that's going to be needed. I haven't gone through one by one to verify, but I would assume that with that many items and various responsible parties, that's a strategy that you'll probably need to use.
So when we did the general bylaw review a couple of years ago, Mary, we split it out amongst the members. I know that we had a lot more members there, but
we had a lot more ones, yes. And that was largely for the updating of the terminology. and
Right,
Things like
yeah.
that, because it was, unfortunately, the only presentation that we were able to get was about the personnel bylaw, and after, of course, Michelle spent the whole meeting going through it all with us. It all got rescinded, and they said, nope, we're not gonna do it that way. And so we really didn't get anything.
well, the personnel bylaw is a little bit tricky because it's directly linked to the charter, so. I think that I personally would prefer to like break it up into chunks,
Makes sense.
just so
So
that,
when you say in chunks, you want
so there's
to, this is a
six.
four.
So under
Well, I was
this,
gonna go,
Yeah.
alright, okay, so I was gonna look at it with the green boxes. They're all there. Alright, say. We're on page 4, on page 2. We get the 4 green boxes, you wanna look at one box at a time and go through it that way?
so maybe I misunderstood the ending of the presentation. So on the last page, it shows that there are 65 action items. And those are these, right?
Yes.
So my recommendation to break them over with these action items, so.
Right,
I apologize if I misunderstood.
But that's the 4 main green boxes.
And then
Yeah.
on that last slide, we just have the total number of action items per those 4 sections.
Right.
So it's roughly equal if, for example, the select board member might take transportation because you're the roadway managers. The planning board member might take land use and natural resources. And the FinCom might
It's
take
gonna go, just go.
historic and public facilities.
I was just gonna say, let's go just in this order, that way we're not picking and choosing. Like,
So
okay, if
all
that's
3 of
okay,
you look at one at a time.
yeah, and just go through it, I mean. Because especially we're a little short-handed to begin with. And just start with land use first, just first.
However you want to do it, that's fine. I
Um,
just was thinking in terms of like, expediency, time management.
I get
My
it,
only concern is if you go one at a time, that takes longer,
I understand,
but it's more eyes on it, so.
but it's also, it's.
And presumably it would be preliminary, if one person does it, they'd report back to the others.
You wanted,
I think it will really take a lot longer if we do it the way you're saying. Just
Okay.
my gut.
it may very well.
Yeah.
Cause I haven't really looked through this that much, so.
One other concern with that strategy, when we were doing the bylaw recodification committee.
Yeah.
And we start reviewing the drafts, everyone was great about the first section and every detail and every comma, and then you very quickly see the burnout by, about halfway through.
Mhm, right.
Everyone kind
Okay.
of peters off at the same time.
Yeah.
So even if you started at different places or something like that to keep it rotating.
Fair enough. So then what do you suggest? You wanna take the trend, was it transportation and fair, that's,
Yeah, I was thinking I could do the transportation and public facilities, because I think those both fall. Or depending on who has control of that particular municipal building or facility, it usually falls to the select board.
I wish all the buildings fell on the select board, but. Not a discussion.
But yeah, I could do at least take the transportation just to get us started. And so then I would just find that in here. And then compare to the full plan.
So when you read the full plan, what you'll see is kind of a summary of all of the information on town, what was discussed with residents as part of that planning process, which leads to these action items. So if you're not sure what it is saying, then you might go back to the language of the plan to give yourself more context.
So how do we verify that whatever's in the plan was either done, not done, and needs to like?
The planning board adopted the implementation matrix that. But you're saying each line item had to verify. I thought you
Yeah,
said something
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's, I'm sorry,
So,
yeah.
yes,
So like on the,
go and take a.
Transportation.
So we all follow.
so, okay, we'll just take the first top one.
Alright.
Update zoning ordinance, diversify type of it and intensity of industrial and office uses. How do we determine if that is done?
So I can't think of any zoning changes in the last 10 years to diversify the type of commercial and industrial uses that we've encouraged. We're actually trying to work on that now. So I would say as part of an annotation, we might say, previous work, but there's this initiative in progress right now.
So it's almost kind of like learn as we go type of thing. Do the research and then whatever we find out, I can either verify with you or you can.
Yeah,
send it
any
to-
findings that you have,
Yeah.
like in transportation,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that you guys wouldn't be able to be like, oh, I remember something else.
Yeah, Yeah, so like right here on transportation, develop a townwide streetscape standard and implement the adoption of the scenic road program. I don't know that we have that.
We do have scenic
We do
roads,
We do
Yeah. But we
and then we
haven't
have a
had-
streetscape plan for.
only, okay.
That says townwide, those.
Yeah, so that says townwide,
Yep.
so we have it partially done, but not town. Okay,
We also, even though we don't have what we think are enough sidewalks, we have many more than we used to have.
oh, yeah,
Right,
we have a lot.
I mean, it's an
more than we
ongoing
used to
thing, and every single project they come before,
So is,
sidewalks and that's it.
is there
So that was
signage
an item.
for the scenic routes? Cause I've never seen.
Yeah, Concord Road is one of them. I've
Never seen a
sign, I don't
sign
remember
for it.
where, but
So Concord Road and Dudley Road are the only two designated scenic roads in town.
Okay,
And Concord Road, especially as you go further south towards Dudley, is when you'll really notice it. They have all of the historic stone walls along this
Right.
front streets,
okay.
streetscapes.
Yeah.
And that's why they were designated that.
Interesting.
There's a lot more areas too, I guess. Go ahead, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, no, no,
I was just thinking like signage wise, like,
yeah,
maybe that would be a part of the plan.
and what about something like, before you came here, Kat, we had adopted a, mixed use overlay. Which now doesn't exist, but has a different name.
PUD,
PUD,
So after this was put in place, the planned unit development was adopted first. That was repealed, and now we have the mixed use.
Right.
So yeah, both
But
of
they're
those
both
have
are
happened
mixed use,
then.
yeah, yeah.
okay.
So you can say,
Different.
yes, done. The town did choose areas for that. And again,
We
this is a great example of
270.
whether you liked it or not. Our goal is to measure it.
Yes, I understand, okay, so that is one of the things we should. A lot of this is gonna come from memory.
Yes, and that's why if we can't think of anything, maybe we go to those, like the scenic
We're
road.
gonna-
You didn't know about it. If it says planning board as the primary, they say, hey, planning board. we've
How
got
much
key
of this do we find in the annual reports? Do you could pull those?
What annual report?
The town annual reports.
So what I'm
Well,
gonna
this
do,
committee was not providing any annual.
No, no, no,
reports,
but I mean,
so-
there's the warrant articles that went through town meeting, that's all in there. Right, I'm not sure what other community stuff is, I haven't looked at it in a while, but. They used to look at it all the time when I was on your committee, but stop doing that. So,
So yeah, adopting
That was
the
you know
annual program would probably be in the annual report, whichever year it was done.
mhm.
I wouldn't know how to research that.
They literally just
You
pull
need
the
to
reports from.
Line by line, you do a keyword
Yeah,
search.
stuff.
well, that's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do
Well,
keyword searches.
They
on
don't,
town
they
website.
online, you could actually have like an AI, you
Yeah.
can search for it, okay.
AI is.
I wonder if they are.
Well, it's great for a search.
No, I just mean, I wonder
The
since,
annual reports.
yeah, if they're actually online.
It should be. They'll be under town meeting, I think. Town meeting.
So divided by town meetings, you have preliminary warrant, final warrant, town meeting booklet.
So I think it's in the
That's
final,
fine.
it's in the final warrant. It's in the part of the final warrant. I think it used to be separated out, but now it's kind of combined. That's what I
There's
used.
definitely an annual report, because now it has a calendar attached to it,
Does it?
yeah.
So maybe,
Because
I wonder if they're under the clerk's
So-
stuff then.
We could ask the clerk for
Yeah.
the last 10 years of annual reports, and that
Oh,
was
they're-
PDF, and you
yeah.
could run it through that one.
Yeah.
They're there, I mean, they're all available.
It's probably gonna be a photo scan, so I don't know if you can extract the text for your age.
Yeah, I doubt it. But we could ask Robert, because he was the one that worked on the turning part of it into a calendar, or else. I didn't say,
I know I've seen them on there. I just can't remember where. Cause I prefer to do everything
They
electronically.
should be on the
when
clerk's.
available, so.
Yeah.
They should
And
be on
so-
the- I wonder if it's on the clerk's tab or not. I mean,
Say it again, please.
the clerk's tab, one of the annual reports are on the clerk.
Yeah, I
The
think it
town
would be-
clerk's side.
I think it would, I think it's a document that is pretty much collected by the town clerk, but
Yeah.
that might just be my impression.
Oh,
Unrelated to reality.
that's, no, that's,
Community center, document center. They are on the website,
Ah.
so I can see on the back end that the PDF has been uploaded, but I don't know.
What
And
is
it
it?
Page they're
can-
displayed on.
And I believe, isn't it Susan McElhaney who compiles it? Like everybody, all the different committees send in their reports and she compiles it all into one document.
So she might have the
She has, yeah.
clear PDFs. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay, so are we in agreement that we're gonna break it out or?
yeah, I mean. Mary, which one did you wanna do?
I don't care, let's give me an assignment. Seriously, I worked on the transportation one, but it wasn't too bad. I think I have a,
Tina's doing the transportation. So that leaves. Natural and cultural resources and public services and facilities.
And ladies.
I mean, I guess I'll, since I'm not done the office, makes sense, right?
Mary, you on the Historic District Commission, right?
yes, but I just assume not do that one.
No, okay.
You wanna do
A
the
little
public
bit of
services?
variety,
You wanna do the public services and facilities?
yes,
Okay,
I'll do that, that's
and
it.
then we'll
I
do.
need a little variety in my work.
There you go.
Okay.
And then we'll circle back to the natural and cultural resources later. Okay, we'll see it as a starting point.
If you'd like the open space and recreation plan committee. They meet later this week, actually tomorrow, so I can ask them if they'd like to help review those sections. Or if you
That's
wanna
like
keep it to yourself.
Many
versus
hands make
finding out.
light work.
Yeah, but that's not one of the ones we're doing, it's not green.
No, but as far as reviewing the master plan sections on natural resources and cultural resources.
Okay, so not, okay, that makes sense, sorry.
So what are you asking?
So we could see if either the committee as a whole or any of their members might be willing to come and help this committee with those sections.
So,
We do that. I mean, if
It's a public meeting.
Yeah, but
They
they're
would
not,
come.
if they're not an official member, right, they just.
they'd be like ex officio.
I mean, it doesn't even allow for that,
Yeah.
that's the problem, that's my only question on this.
So
Does it
you have
allow,
to accept it as public comments
Yeah.
to help you out, rather
Yeah.
than
Yeah, that's fine.
and that, which is fine,
you're all reviewing each other's work.
which is fine, just, yeah, they, make sure it's understood, that's all.
I'm sorry, but would you remind me the places that other members of this committee are supposed to be coming?
Moderator
Moderator?
and schools,
Yes, okay.
and school said they weren't gonna meet till August,
Yeah, but they, okay,
I mean, they couldn't. They didn't,
We found out about that particular vacancy the day before their.
yeah, I understand.
Morning of their meeting.
Could I possibly just suggest, maybe I would recommend that we reach out to the chairman? And say,
Just so he knows that we exist, what's
Exactly.
going on, so he
Yeah,
can
yeah.
follow along. and
yeah,
Point
he,
whatever time,
he might want to, start thinking about who the appoints.
absolutely.
So that would be, he might even be able to just think of a name right up the top of his head.
Great.
And I'd be happy that if he deputizes me, I'd be happy to call him.
So we're only reviewing the ones in the boxes in green.
Correct. I mean, the blue and the purple just before and after are what you're actually reviewing, but it's organized through those green sections.
Okay.
Have you reached out to them, right? That's how we found out they weren't meeting till August? Did you want, and you asked them,
So I reached out to the staff in the school department.
okay,
So I have not talked to their chair. directly.
okay. Maybe we should send them an email. And see if.
Just, I'm trustworthy, you can trust me to reach out to them on your behalf. And now you could repeat what you said about the other opening. You
Moderator,
don't-
Moderate.
Moderate, oh, there you go. Okay. You know what, I'd be happy to reach out to the moderator, considering he just reappointed me to the finance committee, but.
And anyone interested in applying for that moderator appointee would go to the clerk's office. They
well,
have
the
that.
moderator's been made aware of the appointments, because I talked to Donna about it. When we first, was a week and a half ago.
But
Well, there has to be an
They- they have-
No, right, I understand, no, and the model, but I'm just saying, so maybe the best thing is to see if there's people interested in serving on this, and they send an application in.
Mhm.
Right,
Yeah.
so just talk around,
Yeah, talk to
talk
people,
to everybody,
Yeah.
tell everybody that, you know,
Yeah.
just fill out the typical application.
yeah, the moderator's application,
Okay.
That's
not-
the clerk's office.
yeah, and that goes to the. that goes-
That's different than the regular committee application?
They cleaned it up a little bit
Yes,
because
they are different.
Okay.
the only thing that's different really is it says moderator versus select board, because applications are going to the wrong place. Because the address that's on it is to send it to the select board, and they
Yeah.
weren't making it down to Donna, so.
Yeah, okay.
For whatever reason, I mean, I don't think it had anything to do with me. It just became cumbersome.
So yeah, so that's the big one, anyone from the public can reach out to the moderator. Get appointed right away,
Okay,
right?
I guess, I don't know.
okay,
Hey, are we done with going over this matrix? Everyone understand it?
I think so.
yeah,
Okay. So the next
is
thing,
there a specific format you'd like to have it come back with? What am I doing in public? Just a list of all of it?
I think eventually we're gonna put it in a spreadsheet, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
I'll let Katz
I'll
about.
create a workable spreadsheet for you guys.
okay,
Would that be on OneDrive? They don't have access to OneDrive, do they?
So the issue with a committee working in OneDrive is you're going back and forth with each other. So I would
I
say
vote
your
against it.
individual homework and then we can discuss.
Oh, okay, so we
Yeah.
couldn't just go in and make our updated changes to our section and then you would automatically have it as, because it would be like a working document, it would be.
but they weren't presented in an open meeting, you said, you know, that, I'm against it. OneDrive.
Yeah, I think it just gets really scary, like we could share OneDrive and we could share OneDrive, but I don't think.
But we
you
can't,
could share
as a group, share it unless we're on Zoom or.
Oh, no, no, no,
sitting
I was meaning that you would maintain primary control. We would just go in and update our own sections that we've worked on, and then at our meeting, you would present the updated version to everybody here.
here. I don't wanna.
I
work
think it
with
would still
them.
have to be
had
separate
too much
documents,
trouble with
otherwise you
it.
could both be in that document.
Right, exactly.
You would plan to stay separate, but there's just no control.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, when
Because
it,
I like OneDrive too, because it's less work on me.
yeah, but it ends up, it's a temptation, so
Exactly.
it's like to everybody. And forgetting to say,
like
don't
emails.
forget, don't do reply all,
Yeah.
then we'll be in trouble.
Yep. thank you.
Oh, it sends a notification just by updating it?
Well, they're gonna see what you put in. They're
Yeah,
gonna start with the-
during a time that they didn't
So
have
you're
access to listen.
deliberating the content together
Yeah.
by seeing each other's drafts throughout the month.
Okay. All right.
I know, it's a shame that you have
We
to
would
worry
run
about
through this
things
on a
like
different
that.
subcommittee, so.
Okay.
Well, not only that, I mean, working in Concord. Same thing, grab my spreadsheets, everyone.
What do you do in Concord?
I work in the town hall, the treasurer's office.
Oh, how nice. That's good.
Okay.
So, yeah, so we see it. Munis fund, they're actually updating, and switching the munis payroll starting today. So it's been fun for some people.
Okay,
All right, when do you guys wanna meet next? I know we got a holiday at the end of the week, so it's you know. You're gonna lose some
I
days.
don't
no
wanna
matter what.
move this week, so, thank you.
No, but I mean, well, at least we met now.
No,
So are we
no,
gonna just meet, I think
I don't,
monthly,
monthly or twice a month,
monthly,
month is
I
good
think
enough.
monthly's fine,
yeah.
and if we
Seems to be-
determine it's not enough, we could always add it.
So,
Here.
right, that's true.
Yeah.
I can't do every other Monday.
Obviously.
I can't do the
Yeah,
first,
I'm kind of on that same schedule.
yeah, and I
right?
can't do the first Wednesday of the month,
Neither can I.
the third.
You're mostly Tuesday, Thursday, right?
Well, the
When you get
historical
out, you
gets
guys-
me
Alright,
on the
One at a
first.
time,
Wednesday.
I'll start trying.
Okay,
Okay,
so I can't do every other Monday, so we don't meet again until the 14th.
So typically your first and third Monday.
First
except
and
for the
third,
summer break.
right, yes. And then I can't do the first Wednesday of the month because that's BSAP.
Okay.
Third Wednesday of the month is NIMCOG. And then the fourth Thursday of the month is my League of Women Voters, so those are out. I hope I'm not forgetting
We'll
something.
just stay in the minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
And because we're the other Monday typically.
Yeah,
Except when you.
Yeah,
said
plan-
We're the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Mondays are out.
so it's a hummus.
Alright.
Alright.
I can't do the first Monday or the third Monday. There will be times that Tuesday or Thursday will be a problem, but it's pretty cyclical, if that's the right word. It's in advance of town meeting by a couple of months, so
The
it's,
FinCom stuff.
yeah, exactly. So I guess I'm like.
So are we counting this as a July meeting or a June meeting?
This is July. Oh, wait, no, this is June.
I know. it's June
Yeah, I'm
30th.
sorry.
As I was walking out the door,
I guess
doing
doing
our own
should
thing.
you just pick a fifth week date every month?
Yeah.
so I'm walking out the door today and the boss goes out. Happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
end of the fiscal
Happy
year.
new fiscal year. It somehow loses something in the translation.
So I'm just wondering if we were looking at. Like roughly the 29th of July, or we want to do it till August.
So as far as first, second, third weeks, what are your?
So my, obviously playing board, and then third Wednesday of the month is definitely out. And our subcommittee's been meeting the Thursday, every
First
2
and third
weeks.
or second?
I think, yeah, we've been doing. What did we met last Thursday, right? So,
Actually have a fifth Wednesday.
yeah, we do this.
We have a fifth
You guys see
Wednesday.
a glaring hole for
Yeah, this is
everybody, even my other.
We have
committees?
a fifth Tuesday and a fifth Wednesday and a fifth Thursday.
Well, today's the fifth Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of June.
Second Wednesdays appear to be wide open.
Second Wednesday is BSAP. Yeah.
No, you didn't tell her that.
So
Yeah.
I wrote it on.
Yeah, I get
Did-
it. I get
You
it.
had it first.
Well, I guess it depends on what time. I mean, obviously, I don't want to be in town hall for 5 hours, but we meet from 5 to 6:30, so I mean, if that's the only time.
I'm not gonna get here much before 7.
Well, I'm saying if
Yeah.
that's the only time, I guess I could piggyback the meetings, but that just means I'll be here for like 4 hours.
Well, now seeing how kind of technical this is and that we're just going to be staring at a spreadsheet the entire time, is it easier to just go Zoom only? Because then we just share one table on the screen and talk, and that
I'm
saves you
okay
guys
with
a
that.
trail, so.
I'm sorry.
What I know, but my concern is bringing in the new members. You know, when they come in, I'd like to be in person for when the new ones come in.
Sure.
But I mean. Do you think it's better to work in person on that stuff or Zoom only?
I think we're all gonna be staring at the screen,
Yeah.
at each other when you get into it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess, because we'll need that, and, yeah.
But will you still run our meetings for us?
Of course,
And will you be here? Or we?
Yeah, if anyone needs to be in person, then we'll open up a room and we'll just carpool to the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
So,
I'm okay with Zoom only. So long as the public is able to participate, I'm fine
and
with
we
it.
can play different every time. So you don't
Yeah.
have to have it
Okay.
completely scripted.
Alright,
So what's a good day then?
So
29th, is that what you're looking for?
I thought it was
It's
I
the
was looking at
Manchester.
30th.
That's it, that,
I was just I was just looking at like. If we want to say this is a June meeting, meet once a month, so it'll be the end of the month. So Tuesday the 29th.
be
You know,
a
it's-
good week.
You know, I don't know what people have vacations, that sort of thing, but. That work,
that works.
I mean, if we're Zoom only, it works. It doesn't matter where I am. I can just hop on the laptop or my cell phone. Yeah.
one we scheduled
So the 29th.
7 o'clock.
Sounds good.
Do you want to try to take anything further out or just one at a time?
You wanna schedule the August one?
Yeah.
If we do the last Tuesday, the 26th, or is that running into FinCom at that point?
That one might be a little tricky for me. That's granddaughter's birthday. So I might not be able to. But
Okay.
I don't know yet because I don't know if they're gonna do it over the weekend or if they're gonna do it after dinner on the actual day, so.
Would a fourth Monday work? So in
The
August,
25th, do you have a meeting?
select board is second Monday. And the planning board is the Tuesday after.
So you're.
The 26th, you said?
Well, I said the 25th, month, but first I said Tuesday, 26th.
26th, yeah,
You
let's,
said your grandmother's
I said, yeah, that,
So
so,
now we're asking if it's Monday, the day before, Monday the 25th. That we.
no, let's stick, if you wanna do the
We're not worried
26th.
about FinCom.
Oh,
at that
FinCom,
point.
yeah. So, I mean,
Like,
it's just a tough, that's gonna be a tough
Wednesday,
week for me.
It's a lot easier to have exactly the same every month, but it doesn't always work.
Not right,
Yeah.
it doesn't, where this is basically a week one.
I think that the 27th of that week would work better for me than the first 2 days, because,
Okay.
yeah,
Um,
don't know what my,
250th committee will be meeting.
That-
but
that's actually
they
not-
can-
that's actually
themselves
18th to the 27th.
I'm sorry, that you can't do. the-
I cannot do this one.
How about the 28th?
it's the fourth Thursday, I can't, you know.
I think we're supposedly meeting, right? Subcommittee, planning board subcommittee.
Yep.
Alright, is meeting that day.
So do we wanna go back to the 26th? Or did you have a conflict there?
No, you were the conflict.
Okay, so I'll wait, I can try to make it work and I'll just figure out what's going on with my daughter-in-law and her.
Well,
plan.
I'm kinda, I mean, obviously it's up to you to participate, but I'm
Yeah.
kinda hoping we have a fourth person
Yeah,
by that, or even a fifth person. by that
right,
point.
by then, yeah.
You
So
know,
why don't
that
we-
way, if you couldn't participate, at least we could have a meeting.
Yeah, so why don't we do that?
And if we have to schedule, we're 2 months out, so if we have to reschedule, we can.
Yep.
This is just kind of give us a working plan. If it doesn't work, then
Yeah,
we got time.
So tentatively, August 26th, Tuesday.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
And hybrid, because potentially we'll.
Yeah, yeah, I think all of these will be hybrid. We'll call it hybrid for now.
I don't expect to be attracting public comment. Of course, public comment is open
Yeah.
and desired, but
Do we
The
figure
second
out who Scott was?
nope,
Is he still there?
nope.
Okay, so next meeting date and actions, we've kind of went through the actions. Everyone knows what they need to do. Since there's nothing else on the agenda,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor,
Aye.
all opposed, or adjourned.
Beautiful.
And time is what? 7:48.
I have to say that, the granite curbing that's being put in along the front, like, it's